All right, so it's been a crazy 4 hours for me. I was going to stream on Twitch, and then some updates had to happen on my Xbox, which was annoying. So I've been kind of waiting for that to happen. In the meantime, I had a few other things that were supposed to happen. Those plans fell through, then other plans came up. It's just been chaos. But amidst the chaos comes something quite amazing, and that is some Dokkan Battle updates, mostly for JP, but it's still relevant for global players, so I want to talk about it. So as you can see here, we are on the Dokkan Battle leak website. Is that what you want to call it? We have a few new EZAs on the way. We'll also be checking out Twitter, because Twitter's probably a better way to read this. But Majin Vegeta, the Tech Majin Vegeta, is getting an EZA as expected. All of the units that have medals that come from the Hero Extermination Plan event are going to be getting EZAs eventually. So the next few to get the rollout are the Majin Vegeta Tech and the Physical Majin Buu. And we also have a few World Tournament units that are going to be showing up. So quite a few things to look over. I honestly have a bit of a trouble reading the translated version, because when Google auto translates everything, some of the wording is just weird. So I'm going to switch over to Twitter, and all credit goes to Talon. Talon was... He's been in the middle of a lot of stuff himself. He took the time to do this real quick for everybody, so huge shout out to Talon. Follow him on Twitter, and let's go over everything. The number one thing, the biggest news, new SBR stages are coming. And we are getting Universe 7, Wicked Bloodline, Time Travelers, Universe 6, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Vegeta's Family, Youth, Super Saiyan, and Last Resort. How Last Resort got in here is beyond me, because we just got the category, but... Actually, wait, no, you know what? For JP, it's been a little bit. But even still, it's a fairly new category when you look at the grand scheme of things. So, all of these categories are going to be getting SBRs in about a week on JP. How does this affect global? Well, now this might help shape your plans for the next few Dokkan Fest units, the coin shop. If there's a particular unit that you don't have, you might want to save for. If there's some units that you wanted to buy during the 5 years coin shop anniversary, whatever, maybe hold off on it so that you can at least get one copy. Because the thing here, while there are more categories, there is more room for flexibility. There's also a couple categories that just don't have other leads. So if you were not lucky enough to pull, let's say, the Last Resort leads like Gogeta or Vegito, there may be other ways to go about figuring out how you would want to look over and assemble a team. Because you don't have to necessarily have those units. You can have other units, but like, you're going to have to do some research to figure it out. So basically, over the course of the next few months, I'm trying to load up the units on the Dokkan Wiki. So like for right here, if you look at the, this is not the Dokkan Wiki, this is DBZ Space. Last Resort, let's go to Last Resort. I hate this name, it's Last Resort. So let's see. We've got a lot of Pure Saiyans, we've got some artificial life forms. We could probably do a Last Resort Pure Saiyans team. You could probably do that, or maybe Super Saiyans. So you could have Namek Goku be the lead. You could have Potara and Gogeta, both of those guys be in there. Who else would be in Super Saiyans? You would have Super Vegito. You would have Super Gogeta. Oh man, is that it? Point is, there is a way to do a Super Battle Road run without the actual category in question. You can have other ways to assemble it. So basically, now that we know what's coming up, you can start to plan accordingly. Because if there's a unit that you don't have, maybe you can't build another team. Maybe you need to get that unit. So you can now do that, or plan it at least. So for me, fortunately, I'm good on all of these. But for some of you, you might be struggling on some of these categories. Maybe you don't have Hit. Hit is the only Universe 6 lead at the moment. We don't have Kefla yet. STR Kefla is on the way eventually. But for right now, we only have Tech Hit. So if you don't have Tech Hit, how would you go about assembling Universe 6 team? Well, there really isn't any other way other than potentially doing Potara. No, you can't do that. I don't think there's a way to run a Universe 6 Super Battle Road if you don't have Tech Hit. Actually, wait, you know what? No, you can. You have Champa. So if you don't have Champa or Hit, you're done. So if Hit is coming back on the next few Dokkan Fest banners, then you might want to consider picking them up. If you're not able to summon for it, at least picking them up from the coin shop. So the point is, new Super Battle Road categories, get ready. Start planning ahead, global players. More info. So we'll also just go over this, we might as well. World Tournament units that are dropping for JP on their next World Tournament. We have the cool looking Trunks. This is the Trunks that takes part in the BoJack movie after the events of the Cell games, where he, Gohan, is it Yamcha, Tien? They're all in that Hercule tournament thingy, and then BoJack shows up when they all take their little cars down to the alternative fighting stage. That Trunks, the cool Trunks. This is the cool one. So this guy is now becoming a thing. Leader key +2, 70% across the board for int, super int. This guy's just a base SSR, I believe. Cause supreme damage, medium chance to stun. Attack and defense +70%. Changes physical orbs to rainbow. Medium chance to dodge enemy attack. Movie hero, allies, category, key +3. 20% attack, 10% defense. Boilerplate, standard, run-of-the-mill World Tournament drop unit. Nothing too spectacular, but still, he's a cool unit, and if you're a collector, you're definitely going to want to pick that up. Now, since we mentioned we have Super Battle Road categories on the way, that means there is a new Super Battle Road reward on the way, and that is LR Goku Gohan. Goku's family, key +4, 120% across the board. So this is the newest meta-shifting, meta-breaking free-to-play lead. It's going to be really tough to do this, though, because actually, now that I think about this, is there a single free-to-play exclusive? No, there isn't. There is no free-to-play exclusive stage on this one. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. All right, so regular super attack, seals, colossal damage. Ultra super raises defense, causes mega colossal. Passive, own defense, +59%. That's weird. When you super attack, attack +59. If 18 key, then additional attack +58%. If it's in the third slot, then you gain key +5. Recover 8% HP when turn ends. A very weird and bizarre looking passive, I gotta say. That's really weird. Also, feel free to let me know where the heck this is from. I don't read the manga, so this could potentially be a manga thing, but I've never seen this before. The Goku Gohan and the little mechanical bike scooter thing. I don't remember this at all, so feel free to let me know in the comments where that's from. But that's interesting. That's interesting. Then we have the next one. So this is the EZA for the Tech Majin Vegeta. So for the Tech Majin Vegeta, all types key +3, 60% across the board. Attacks all enemies with a low chance to stun. Own attack and defense +60% at the start of the turn. If you have more HP, key increases. Okay, so the more HP you have, the more key you get. Attack and defense increases as well, up to 60%. When you super below 60%, then one-time attack +88. So when you drop below the threshold, you will gain a temporary boost of 88%. Nothing too game-breaking here. Just made a useless unit somewhat relevant, which is basically all you can ask for. Making something like this a super broken unit would just not be right. So they did a good job. It's a little different. It's a little unique, which I think I probably appreciate more than anything. Just because everyone pretty much blends in at this point. There's so many units. There's so many ways to ease a unit into relevancy that adding some diversity is good for the game. So I'm glad that they're doing that. They're making an effort. Even if it's weird and lame like this, it's fine. It's fine. At least now you will consider using this Majin Vegeta before ultimately saying, nah, I'm good. And then the physical Majin Buu, all types key +3, 60% across the board. Raises attack for one turn, causes supreme damage, greatly lowers defense. Passive, attack and defense +66%. Every attack you receive gives you another additional key, up to 3. Attack and defense +20%, up to 60. Oh, okay, so both of these work the same. So you will gain key +1, attack and defense +23%. You can get hit 3 times and gain the most out of it that way. If HP is less than 40%, recovers 30% HP. Got it. Again, nothing to write home about. This is the one I'm most excited about. So this Gohan, for the longest time, I have said to myself, you know what? This guy's going to be good. He's going to be relevant at some point. I'm really hoping that this is it. This is my first time reading this. I saw that it was in Gohan, so I chose not to read it. So now I'm going to find out. Int type, key +3, 70% across the board. 6 turns, raising attack and defense by 30%. Very nice. So you could potentially makeshift stack 3 turns. So if you keep Gohan on the first slot, he'll show up every other turn. So you can stack 3 times before you start to lose some of the temporary stuff. Pretty good. 30%, I like it. Key +3, 60% attack and defense. When you super, you gain an additional attack and defense +60. Wow. Really? After being attacked for another 3 turns, another 60% attack. Whoa! Whoa! Are you serious? So he's going to have 120 attack and defense. And then if you want to, throw in an additional here, so 150, maybe another one, 180. Obviously, that's not how the math works, but That's how I like to equate it. And then you can gain 60% more. That's crazy. Android Cell Saga allies key +2 attack +1. Ooh. This, you know, I had a good feeling about this guy. I had a good feeling about this unit. In fact, let me see if I can plug it in real quick and find it so I can show it to you. But if that is exactly how he's going to be built, then I'm so glad that I built him the way that I did, because I'm pretty sure I gave him all additional. I gave him all additional, and then I believe the rest went into critical, because I had a feeling, based on his initial stats, he was going to be doing something like this. Because I think his normal SSR form gives him a temporary boost, but nothing too substantial. So I think it's like 10 or 20%. I'm literally plugging in as I talk. So this is all a one take. So whatever happens, you're going to see it. So let me switch over and pull up my game right now. Let me find the unit. Int SS. No, int UR. I have him rainbow status. There he is. So this guy right here, yeah. Cause supreme damage. Oh, no, it's 30%. Okay. Raise attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns. I gave him maximum additional 0 crit. That I might want to change. I should probably give him some crit. I gave him 15 and 11. But I'm definitely going to be keeping the 15 additional for sure. Because you only have 3 turns to essentially do as much stacking as you possibly can. So getting a couple more in there would be great. Plus, when he gains more attack from getting hit, he could potentially do some pretty massive damage for a free-to-play unit. So I'm definitely going to take out this evasion stat and I'll have to plug in the critical instead. So he will ultimately become 15, 6, and 5 because you still have to have 5 built into the int unit. So that is it for the free-to-play side. I think that's it actually in general. So this is the update right now. To be fair, Talon was in the middle of some recording and whatnot, but he quickly was nice enough to give us all of this information. So if there are some small inconsistencies or things that aren't entirely accurate, please forgive him. He is doing us a huge service by doing this. So huge shout out to Talon. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. I'm mainly doing this because of the SBR categories. Start preparing now. Start planning ahead. Once we know what the next banner is going to be, take a look at who's featured. Take a look at your coin stuff, your coinage. Evaluate who you might want to potentially buy if you're not going to be summoning. Start to plan ahead so that by the time we ultimately get these SBR categories, you will at the very least have one team to run for all of them, or each of them, not all of them. There's no such thing as one team that could run all of them. That would be cool, right? So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. A short update. Actually, not too short. Wow, we went on quite a bit. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments which of those categories are you most excited for. Universe 7, Wicked Bloodline, Time Travelers, Universe 6, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Vegeta's Family, Youth, Super Saiyan, or Last Resort. Let me know your favorite category, which one you're most looking forward to in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it! Thanks again, stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.